Hey everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're logged into the PilotEdge ATC, online ATC network, and going to get a little bit of practice in for a flight that we have planned coming up to San Luis Obispo and Oceano. Oceano is still one of my favorite airports in SoCal. It's just starting to be on the outskirts of what you'd consider SoCal, but it's still in the ZLA area and covered in the ZLA subscription on PilotEdge. It's a very short runway and beautiful departure. I've been there on in Microsoft, but it was so long ago that I've kind of forgot about it. So to prepare for this upcoming real-world flight, I'm going to do the exact route that I plan on doing in the real world. Potentially, we might file IFR, but I'm going to do this VFR since it's Microsoft Flight Simulator, and IFR isn't really a whole lot of fun to try to do, especially with 172. If you notice, we've got some lightning in the background, even though it's live weather. But it'll be a nice cruise. We've got some low-level clouds along the way, so we should get some cool visuals on the way out to San Luis Obispo. We've done a run-up. We're on the ground at John Wayne, ready to do it. That is not the button that I wanted to press. That is the button that I wanted to press.
You can go to the rest of the readback.
Say again?
7355 Alpha, you can go ahead with the rest of the readback.
Okay, I missed some of it. But, proceed 080 VFR at or below 3000. And I missed.
Sounds like an El Toro departure to me.
Number 55 Alpha departure for the 128.1, squawk 5521.
128.1 and squawk 5521, system 55 Alpha.
55 Alpha, readback right.
John Wayne ground, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, continue.
204 Lima Echo, John Wayne ground, my 20 right, thanks to via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. Alright, underway, cleared to the right. Still have some graphical oddities happening here at our beloved John Wayne. But once we're up in the air and underway, there are very few computer games, computer programs, whatever you want to call this, that look better than Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. And just the feeling that you get even with a simple VFR flight with the added ATC interaction, it's so much fun. I mean, it gives me goosebumps just I'm doing it, but it gives me goosebumps thinking about doing it. It's so great. Obviously, there are some huge deficiencies still in the systems and just the way that this simulator handles certain things. But it's so fun if you let it be fun and don't just stick to the airlines or IFR stuff. I mean, it can be a lot of fun, VFR. Okay, so we're holding short 26.8, and then we're going to go to 28.1 as our departure frequency.
San Luis Tower, having major technical issues right now. My apologies, I can't see the screen. 516 Alpha Tango.
516 Alpha Tango is having a rough time out there. The GPSs just do not work, Kevin. They're really clunky. They don't have full functionality in there. Well, once we're up and cruising, I'll try to I'll show you just kind of how clunky it is to get a flight plan into the 530 here. It's really pretty bad. Poor.
71 Kilo Charlie, San Luis Tower. Make left traffic, advise Binfield, damage passenger, maintain cleared for takeoff, no delay, traffic turning on.
ILSs are fine. Vectors to ILSs are fine, but it's everything else that's kind of rough. John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, holding short 20 right at Kilo.
For 204 Lima Echo, John Wayne Tower, 20 correction, 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, there's thunder noises and yeah, I mean like the actual lightning strikes are crazy.
Runway 20 right.
Lights, camera,
Entered runway 20 right.
action, mixture's full in.
4,300 feet
Okay.
remaining.
Whoa. We need a better quick shot than that. We got to do something like that. That's better. All right. Let's do it. Full power. Everything is in the green. Airspeed is slowly coming alive. There it goes. Kind of jumps up there. It was weird. 55, 60. Give the brakes a little tap. Climb on out and turn on to our 220 heading.
20 right.
Legion 383, John Wayne Tower, 20 right, clear to land.
So you have been using X-Plane
Sure,
for
right, Legion
IFR
383.
practice, and yeah, X-Plane is great for IFR. Yeah. There's another lightning strike. So weird. Yeah, X-Plane is just much more mature in terms of systems and add-ons,
John Wayne ground. This is
plane
355 Alpha.
downloads. I mean, it's just all around. It's
7355
got a lot more to
Alpha,
offer
20 right,
from a
taxi,
training
Bravo,
perspective.
Kilo. 20 right, taxi Lima Bravo Kilo. Cessna 55 Alpha.
204 Lima Echo, radar contact, say altitude.
Climbing through 700, Cessna 204 Lima Echo.
4 Lima Echo, contact, SoCal departure, good day.
Going to SoCal departure, Cessna 204 Lima Echo. See ya.
See ya.
Right. Walker 387, SoCal approach you up.
Walker 387, SoCal approach, we are at level 6000.
Walker 387, approach altimeter 3002.
3002, Walker 387.
Walker 175, Connect Center 126.35.
One of the planes that I fly is about 140 per hour, the Piper. The Cessna is a little bit different.
Cessna 14008,
But,
contact Santa Barbara
yeah,
approach
that's- it's, you know,
120.55.
150 is about
0.55.
typical price for a trainer.
Number 66 Bravo,
in
contact
SoCal.
approach 124.7.
Some could be a little bit less, a little bit more.
Cessna 14008.
Yeah, just solo. Yeah, yeah. I don't fly the Piper
Center, good evening.
with an
Number
instructor.
3066 Bravo, contact Point Window approach 124.7.
I have not used P3D. Well, I've used P3D, but I do not have
Cessna
P3D.
14008, Santa Barbara approach, say altitude.
4,000 to 4,000, 14008, requesting the RNAV 07.
Number 14008, altimeter 3001, 8 uniform, expect on air from runway 7 approach.
We'll expect the RNAV, and we do have uniform 14008.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 1,800 restricted.
02, good evening.
Blocked.
TAC 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, resume navigation, cancel altitude restriction.
ONAV and altitude, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Point McGoo, Baron 3066, Bravo 6000.
Baron 3066 Bravo, appointment go approach,
There is
camera
the
altimeter
pier,
3001.
Huntington Beach Pier.
001.
Cessna 008, clear direct Loba.
Direct Loba 008.
All right, so we're climbing up now. I'm gonna try to get this thing on the autopilot sooner than later. We do have a ways to go. We're going up to 4,500, and that's going to be for the special flight rules transition, which we're gonna do, and then re-pick up flight following on the other end. On our way out to San Luis Obispo. This is a really nice flight. There is a couple of spots on the way that, depending on how the winds are and the weather is, can be a little bit bumpy, but it's a very pretty flight. We go over a lot of really cool areas. there is just kind of one stretch which is like Sniper Alley, and then it's a little bit long. It's 170 miles, and that includes the trip back down to Oceano. No, it does not. Yeah, it's 170 miles roughly. Yeah. So it's a pretty good haul. Yeah, I think that's probably. I think a lot of people would agree with that assessment too. That X-Plane is definitely more GA friendly. P3D is more airliner. Just more airliner options. Apologize again for my nasally voice. Been battling a cold for the last couple days, and just felt well enough to hop on here. Yeah. Okay. On the way up. I was actually editing video this weekend in between naps. Thankfully, no, White Leg. I was able to dodge the vid bullet. At least we think. I may have had it in January, but I never got tested or had any antibodies done because we didn't know what that was in January. But yeah, awesome, Hawks. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video, it is my favorite so far. If you go to this link, it's the latest video on there. Yeah, dude, I think California just got wiped out in January, White Leg, because a lot of people that I know were really unusually sick in January, February.
Pull up.
Boeing Beth, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard.
175, contact SoCal approach 135.
So yeah, that video that I posted today, I think it's the best video that I've done, and it was a lot of fun to edit that together. Kevin, yeah, we've done formation flights quite a bit on PilotEdge. It's pretty fun to do, and especially with the real world procedures, it's a little bit tough to do it with people that aren't familiar with it, because there is a lot of stuff that you have to kind of brief and do. But yeah, it's super fun on PilotEdge to treat it like a real world formation flight. Canadian Ace, thank you for following. Welcome aboard. Merc, thank you. Thank you.
135.5, Charlie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed putting that together. It was a lot of fun. All right, so we're running into not quite as drastic an issue as Q and I had, but still an issue. So let's do heading and altitude, and we can take our hands off here. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Yeah, it was awesome, Hawks. Yeah, it was really fun. Really fun. I hope that it came through. You know, the excitement of that airport. I hope it came through in that video, because it really was spectacular. It was very cool. I'm at way too steep of an angle here, which will intercept that radial pretty quick. But I don't need to be this far offshore.
7355 Alpha, SoCal departure, resume on navigation, cancel altitude restriction.
Cancel altitude restriction, maintain own navigation.
Well, thank you, Cultivator. Yeah, so I have the 2 cameras. That's all I have, and it really helps to just have to manage the 2 cameras. You know, I might add another camera depending on the flight, but I kind of treat the 360 camera facing forward as my forward facing camera, and I can obviously look around in any direction with that camera. So in the hopes of keeping it as simple as possible, you know, I try to minimize the number of cameras that I have to manage pre-flight and also during the flight as well. Iowa, happy Monday, man. What's up? Okay, 2855 is our CTAF for the special flight rules, so let me get that dialed in there. But I love the feedback, thank you. And I would like to have a panel cam as well, would be nice. So we'll have all that. You know, the instrument training for sure, I think will be good to have a camera on the panel for both my debriefing abilities and also just for learning purposes for anybody watching as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. We've got a new audio sound effect as well. Exclamation point Brad, for those of you that are subscribed, is a good one. That is from the new video, and it is so far it's my favorite sound effect. Crap. I guess what I mean would be good to see the instruments. Oh, got it. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I mean it's by design. It's not that I couldn't get a new camera and have it rigged up and ready to go with relative ease. It's just I don't want to have the added. It takes away from preparing for a flight. I am time building with Q. I typically train with Brad and Q, but Q is also working on his total time building towards ATP, so he's coming with me on the time building flights instead of Brad, who definitely does not need any more time. But once like the true IFR what do you call it? Training gets underway. It'll be probably primarily Brad, but for the time building stuff, it's Q, and that's kind of where you know these flights like the Santa Paula flight that I just posted are really more they're time building. They're not really IFR training. 34-9, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Skyhawk 55 Alpha, contact approach 135.4.
135.4, Cessna 55 Alpha.
Point move to approach, Walker 387, level 6,000.
There we go.
Walker 387, point move to approach, altimeter 3001. 01.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 4,500.
Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, altimeter 3003. How you navigate in the Bravo?
We'll be taking the special flight rules transition, and we are ready to be handed off to that whenever you guys are. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, no traffic observed immediately in front of you. Radar service terminated, and frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Frequency change approved. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. See you on the other side.
Take it.
Okay, so 2855 is the, I'll move that, 2855 is the CTAF for the special flight rules transition. I'm going to not really worry about the clouds. If we get kind of close, it's going to be fine. So there's 2855, and then we're going to squawk 1, 2, 0, 1. And if you're a student pilot just learning about that kind of stuff, your head just exploded. It's all right here. It's all you got to do is read it. It is super easy. 2855, 1201. We are on the radial. Yep, on the radial. Me a little bit to the left there. Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 204 Liam Echo 4,500 northbound over Long Beach Harbor. Special flight rules. Captain Bird Girl. Are you kidding me? Got a nice little marine layer, looks like, in the basin here. Looks pretty. Everything looks good. Palos Verdes is peeking through. Everything's looking all right, though. We are now on the autopilot portion of this flight, so yeah, it's not really a mountain, it's just Palos Verdes is that area. I don't know if they even call it anything on the... Yeah, I mean, it's just like locally it's just called PV. And it's just raised, and I mean, it's just a higher elevation town. That's actually where Bob Hoover lived, up in those hills. But yeah, that's just PV, Palos Verdes. And there's Torrance right there, just for Torrance is right there, and then Long Beach is going to be off our right wing somewhere over there. Long Beach is somewhere over there. So there we go. And now I am going to make this call right here. I'm going to hold this up. You can kind of see. Here's Torrance off to the left there. Special flight rules traffic. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 4,500 Abeam Torrance northbound special flight rules. Did I already say northbound? I feel like I said northbound twice. Doesn't matter. It's CTAF, it doesn't matter. I love this transition.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Enjoying the IRL YT pilot bits.
Schmoboy, thank you very much. The YouTube pilot bits. That's awesome. Thank you. I don't know if it's ironic or just unfortunate, but the amount of effort that the IRL YouTube videos take is enormous compared to the Twitch uploads. Basically, I could do a flight. Hey, 787, what's up, man? I could do a flight on VATSIM in the Airbus between two airports that are completely boring, and we'll get like 5, 6, 7 times more views than flying a real plane from John Wayne, one of the busiest Class Charlie airports, to Santa Paula, one of the busiest airports and craziest airports ever, and edit that for 3 days straight. And the VATSIM video will get way more views. Well, it's just more, I don't know if it's the algorithm, it's just more people are looking for VATSIM videos than another guy flying an airplane on YouTube. I think that's more of what it is. Was just in San Luis Obispo last month. Was a very brief trip with a stop in Ventura. Sweet. It's a great airport. San Luis Obispo is a really great airport. I like it a lot. The restaurant's good. ACI, FBO up there is really good. It's just a fun airport to go to for sure. I enjoy it. Which is why we're gonna go there, as another time building spot. Oh yeah, the ACI is great. I love ACI. But yeah, I'm very, very grateful for everybody that has said commented on the YouTube video from today, the Santa Paula video. It means a lot just to know that the people that do watch it enjoy it, and that's enough for me. And I don't mean that to be like sappy for any reason. I genuinely do mean that the people that do watch it, the feedback is great. So thank you for commenting on it. Yeah, you got it. There's a ton of editing and stuff. But yeah, 787. Thanks, dude. Special flight rules traffic. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 4500 northbound approaching Hawthorne 405 intersection. Special flight rules. That flight was so fun though. Oh my god, it was so fun to relive that flight. It was great. It was so great. We had an absolute blast. Apologize that the scenery isn't super interesting. We just got a lot of clouds. There's Hawthorne right down there, and we're coming up on LAX here. Special flight rules traffic. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 4500 northbound approaching Imperial Highway. Special flight rules. Yeah, I don't know where the lightning went. Yeah, I didn't spend much time outside either, but yeah, it's reporting. That's what the airports are reporting right now. I think what's Santa Monica showing? Oh, actually, what's LAX reporting right now? Weather is few at 600. Yeah, and mist. So it's pretty close. Low IFR from Point Mugu to Oceano. Nice. We'll see if that holds true for the sim here. We're holding that radial pretty nice. I think people are trying to learn on YouTube, so the full flight in the sim helps might be a different audience than the flight videos. Aviation 101's full flight head cams has like 2.5 million views. He's just doing pattern work. Yeah, I mean, he's also more established too as, you know, an IRL creator, because the majority of my videos are the sim stuff, so the outliers are the real world stuff. Special flight rules traffic. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 4500 northbound over the North LAX complex. Special flight rules. I have, I think, 3 videos over 40,000, but that's the max, which is a lot. Like, I'm super proud of that, but it's definitely not. It's in a completely different universe than those guys. Yeah, but I get a cute girl to fly with me too, and it doesn't work quite as well. we may have to update the outfits to really make that situation work. Special flight rules traffic. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo 4500 northbound approaching Bologna Creek. Special flight rules. No, the red. No, not the. That's really good memory, Schmoboy. But no, it's not that. It's not that one. Yeah, my wife Julia is in a number of the videos, and she's not too bad to look at. Right, Julia? Julia, come here. All right, we're almost to our last call, and then we'll figure out who to. Can you poke your head in here for a second? Just say hi.
You're interrupting my boyfriend time.
Look at the views just pile up. Look at it. Oh my gosh, they're going up so fast. Look at it's just looks like bing 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 bing.
Why are you sweating?
Because it's hot in here. Can you open up a window or something?
Yeah.
we need to update your wardrobe when we go flying so we can span all the views. So many
You have
clicks.
to update my wardrobe? I don't think so.
No, okay. Special Flight Rules traffic, Skyhawk 204, Lee Echo 4500 northbound over Santa Monica VOR. Last call, Special Flight Rules. The stream just got so much better. The stream is always better when Julie's here.
Buddy.
Wiki, look at that. See, Julia pokes her head in, and just like that, Wiki subscribes. I am seriously sweating.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, that was for Julia. I know. I know, it's all a big joke. Not that, I mean, I use Instagram to kind of promote the YouTube channel and the stream, and I've been pretty, yeah, I know. Those guys are, some of those thumbnails are just too aggressive. But yeah, it's
Are you talking about
it's not fair.
The guy
With the the chick with the bikini in the passenger seat.
and the like no bra and the
Yeah,
nipples?
the no bra, the nipping out no bra situation.
Yes, I'm sorry to tell you all that that is not going to happen.
Hey, Sirius John.
Follow my Instagram.
What the hell? Yeah, so Julia has over 10,000 followers on Instagram now, and she's been doing it for 2 months. That's just cruel. I've been busting my ass for like 3 years on that thing, and it's at like 1,400, and she's at 10,000, 10.4 thousand in 2 months. It's a joke. It's just not made to suit nerdy endeavors, I guess, the internet. 134.2. It's way too hot in here. Good lord. We respect you so much more. Well, oh, thanks. Yeah. I appreciate that. I thought you meant you respect me more than Julia, which I'd take that as well, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Welcome 169, contact Las Vegas Tower, 119.9er.
119.9er, Walker 169, we'll see.
Take care. Baron 66 Bravo, turn right 040, intercept the local line.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's also in another room. I'm in like the office with the PC just like burning away right here. Yeah, she had a sweater on. Julia, definitely respect Julia more. That's okay. Fair enough. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 204 Lee Echo 4500, just over Pacific Palisades request.
Sky 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, squawk 1474.
1474.
Number 66 Bravo, 7 miles from Naps, maintain 2,000 till established on a localizer, cleared hours from 7 approach.
Okay, 2,000 to establish, clear the hours.
Yeah, the water with
66 Bravo.
mostly vodka in it.
3 o'clock and 2 miles, same direction, altitude indicates 3,800 VFR, type is unknown.
We are IMSP here, Walker 387.
Number 2 Lima Papa traffic at your 1 o'clock and 4 miles, 10 o'clock and 4 miles, 4,500 along the shoreline northwest.
Target water.
Altitude indicates
Indeed.
4,500 VFR.
Target water vodka.
Looking for traffic, Lima Papa.
Number 81 Hotel, John Wayne, altimeter is
Stocked up on it. CBG. It's so good.
002.
It's so good.
Which 87 to center maintain 3,000 traffic. No.
You agree, right? I mean, you're with me on the target water.
387.
Number 66 Bravo, contact Tower 119.7. Have a good night.
19.7, so long.
Number 4 Lima Echo, radar contact 4,607 south of Van Nuys. Go ahead.
I'd like to request flight following 6,500 to San Luis Obispo, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Skyhawk 4 Lima Echo, roger. What altitude?
Heavily addicted. I love it. We'll be climbing up to 6,500, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Skyhawk 4 Lima Echo, thanks. Number 2 Lima Papa traffic.
Which we can start now. So let's go up to 6,500. And then we'll do
Still no traffic inside, looking for it. Chilima Papa.
Holy crap. I just clicked up once. That's not going to work. Oh man, the wineries in Central California are amazing. Paso Robles is one of the most underrated wine growing regions in the world. It's so good. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know. It's just because it's established. No, Paso Robles is my favorite wine region that I've been to, and we're kind of into that thing. It's so freaking good. Are you really? Nice, man. Yeah, dude, the Target waters are so good. I buy them not quite in bulk. I wish I could buy them in bulk, but it's really good. Yeah, there's some great wines grown in California, my God. But yeah, Central Coast, Paso Robles is awesome. Yeah, that's kind of how it's pronounced. You know, I mean, you could probably say Robles, but most people will say Paso Robles. Most people.
Contact limit down 118.3. Take care.
I don't know. I've heard both. I just say Paso Robles. But yeah, it's there. I mean, to be like really, really nerdy, I could go fairly nerdy about that region in terms of wine and why it's better, which I probably won't bore you guys with, but the actual climate is pretty unique and makes for awesome wine. It's pretty cool. There's a couple of not really cultural, I don't think you would say cultural, but 24/7 Skyhawk 4 Lima Echo, see it.
Number 81 hotel traffic at 1 o'clock in about 3 miles opposite direction out to
get nerdy with me.
500 VFR type is unknown.
All right, give me a second. How about we dabble, Wiki? We'll do a little wine. We'll dabble in some nerdy wine stuff. I'm a little bit out of practice, so I'm probably going to stumble, and if somebody actually knows what they're talking about, they're probably going to pick apart what I have to say, but it's kind of, it's very interesting. I find it interesting. Target water from the department store? Yeah, Target stores. Yeah. It's so freaking good. It's my favorite cocktail by far. I drink it almost exclusively. It's awesome. This climb is terrible. I want to get on the GPS here. Pick one winery. I would say Dow would be one. That is a can't miss for me, and it's partially the view and partially the wine, but Dow is no, not in SoCal, in Paso, but there's actually my favorite winery in SoCal is called Dofo. It's owned by an Argentinian guy who loves Ducati motorcycles. He has like 200 plus Ducatis on the property, and his wine is really good. He's got some really good wines. Okay, let's see. Let me aviation nerd really quick, and then I promise we can wine nerd here. So I'm gonna push this in, and then let's get. Okay. It's really nice. The view is excellent, and they have some very good wines. The cool thing about Paso is that the way that the region, there's nobody that has, the wine is just good. It's just good wine for a number of different reasons, but it depends on what you're into and what the winery might specialize in. And that's kind of up to the to the vintner, like what they actually like personally. Okay, San Luis Obispo. Okay, so there's that. So if I go direct, enter
81 Hotel, the status of 2503 Delta.
So I want to go direct and then activate.
81 Hotel, I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Yeah, the status of restricted
Enter direct.
2503 Delta.
So why is that
thanks, that area is cold.
Code A Hotel.
Walker 387, descend and maintain 2000.
If we go to
Tango contact Los Angeles Center
flight plan menu.
Over to center 135.5.
Yeah, this is not how, like, I want to go.
I don't know if it checked in, but I'll tell it as 3002.
3002 Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, thanks. I actually did not check in at all.
Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, safe flight conditions.
Flight conditions are good. We've got VMC Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Skyhawk 4 Lima Echo, roger. I'd love to know what your flight conditions are for Camarillo. I'm showing now mile haze with indefinite ceiling at 200.
We'll let you know when we're directly over Camarillo what it looks like for us, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Is it IMC below you? Are you on top of a layer?
No layer currently for Lima Echo. We are on live weather.
Okay, thank you. Walker 387, turn right heading 40, intercept the island.
Yeah, craft beer is fantastic, and there's actually my favorite brewery is up north of San Francisco called Russian River, and I gave some to Brad for the first time, and he loved it. Motocross, what's up?
Walker 387,
okay, Wiki, are you ready? Only if you're still here, Wiki.
Making 2000 until established on the localizer, clear. Pilots runway 7 approach, Walker 387.
Walker 387, contact Santa Barbara Town 119.7.
Yeah, I don't know if this thing's gonna update.
9.7, Walker 3887. If you
what the f***, Brad?
Yeah. What the F, Brad? Okay. So there's this thing in winemaking, and I hate using French words, and because I think it sounds super pretentious when people try to pronounce French words, but it's a word that doesn't really have any singular translation in English, but it's really important in winemaking, and it's called terroir. And that word it's just a single word. Julia, could you bring me the little Apple plug-in thing? So the word terroir, and if you can like mispronounce it and say terroir. That's like the non-douchey way to say it, I think, is terroir. I don't even know how to spell it. I've really just heard it.
Good evening. The Bullhead altimeter 299.
No, I brought it. Yeah, there might be. But it's the concept of all of the variables that go into making a wine taste the way that it does. And if you've ever gone wine tasting and had different varietals or different vintages of a single wine, all of the differences that you're tasting have to do with terroir. So you can have different grapes. So a different varietal, you can have a Chardonnay grape, or you can have a Pinot Noir grape, whatever. Again, if you actually know what you're talking about, I'm probably speaking out of my ass, but this is at least what I've been what I've been taught. Julia's been in hospitality and food and beverage for a very long time, and I've had my own interests as well. So terroir is, again, the collective variables that make any particular bottle of wine taste the way that it does. And that means climate, and climate can be broken down into wind, terrain, how the climate interacts with the terrain, moisture, heat, humidity, soil, types of soil, density. Like for example, you could have one vineyard, and you can have different terroirs within the same vineyard. So you'll have at the bottom of the hill, like imagine a hill like this is probably not going to work at all, but like look at this hill right here. This is so stupid. This is not going to work at all. I'll just look out the window here. You've got a hill, right? And you've got a vineyard on this hill, and at the bottom of the hill you're going to have a different terroir than at the top of the hill, because naturally all of the moisture and sediment will work its way down to the bottom of that hill. So it'll be collected at the bottom of the hill. That doesn't mean that it's better or worse, it just means that it's different. So the grapes that are picked from the bottom of the hill will have different characteristics than the grapes that are picked at the top of the hill. So a lot of the time, like estate branded bottles of wines or whatever will be from a certain part of the vineyard, like a certain hill. Like that's where the estate wines or estate grapes are grown. Cessna, what's up, man? Happy Monday. So you have different microclimates, macroclimates, ground consistency, all that kind of stuff that all collectively make the flavor of the grape and the wine. So what you have for a lot of varietals, and especially a lot of the red varietals, like not so much Pinot Noir, but Syrah, not Chardonnay, Syrah, Petit Syrah, again, not Pinot Noir, Cabernet. There's a lot of the what you'd consider full-bodied, red, fruity kind of wines. You want a certain climate that's got moisture, but it is also hot. So what Central California has is you've got the hot air from, you've got the heat from the sun, you've got the hot air coming in from the Central Valley, but then you have the cooling ocean breeze coming over the hills because it's a lot closer to the ocean than Napa Valley is. So you have this ripening that happens due to the heat and the sun and this cooling, so they don't get too hot coming from the ocean breeze. I'm trying to it's been years since I've was taught all this crap. That creates a grape that is really dense.
You said that you are pulling in real world weather?
Yeah, affirmative. Yeah, we've got real world weather, and we are still not above any layers right now. We've got some scattered clouds just off of Ventura on the coast.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I have infrared confirming, and if you look at any of the way that the weather's reporting in this area is IMC, at least low IFR on the ground.
Yeah, I'm showing that too. It was there was a lightning storm over John Wayne though, so I don't know if I trust this live weather.
John Wayne is clear.
And no lightning being reported.
taking any random weather elements and throwing them at you.
Yeah, we're Oxnard. Yeah, we're just over
Next thing
Oxnard
you know, you'll
anyways.
be icing.
We are ready for anything. What would you recommend for a person just starting to drink red wines? I've always had a tough time with drier wine. Pinot Noir is a really good wine, but this is I don't stand by too many tips, but Target Waters was one of them, and this is my red wine tip. I will if I can think of it, I will write it down if I can think of how to spell it. But the best, my opinion, the best all around wet red wine, and this includes taste, pairing, and price. So you want to have it tastes good, it pairs with as much stuff as possible, and this is like fish, chicken, meat. There's a misconception that red wine needs to be eaten with red meat. That is not true. But being able to pair with as much stuff as possible, I mean, pizza, salmon, soups, anything. It works with anything. So pairing, taste, pairing, and price. And it's $12. It's $12 per bottle.
Climbing for 2,500.
It's called, the winery is Louis Jadot, and the varietal is Beaujolais.
Brazil-owned navigation.
Target Water is freaking awesome, man. So it's, Julia, can you, what? We're talking about wine. Can you, do we still have that Louis Jadot bottle? Could you bring me? And could you also bring me?
Flight following to Bakersfield.
It's full on nerd out.
That's about 500, climbing to 7,500.
That's Tree 9 Sierra Sierra. Santa Barbara approach book 6714.
We are going rogue.
6714, item.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Julia's gonna grab the bottle, because it's easy to see it. No, the Target Water. Julia, bring the Target Water bottle too.
Sierra Sierra, radar contact the Santa Maria altimeter 300.
Oh my go! Thank you very much for following as well. Yeah, just a bottle.
Diamond Star 4.
Oh please, yes.
Contact Bakersfield approach 118.8. Diamond Star 48 Tango.
Good and Gather? Is that who bottles it?
Diamond Star 48 Tango.
Yeah, it's not alcohol, but you just put, all you do is just put the water and vodka together. Done.
Thank you. Cessna 4 Lima Echo, contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55.
2055, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, see it.
Number 9 Sierra Sierra, contact Los Angeles
What's
Center
that?
135.5.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
355, 229 Sierra Sierra.
Number 81 Hotel, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
Okay. Let me check in with Santa Barbara here real quick.
119.6, 81 Hotel.
Charlie Foxtrot, Indian.
I've got Market Pantry.
SoCal approach 135.4.
Contact SoCal 135.4. Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November.
Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, 6,500.
Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, Santa Barbara approach, Santa Barbara altimeter 3003.
03, Skyhawk 4 Lima Echo, thanks. Arizona Aviator.
Bakersfield approach, Diamond 254.
Happy Monday, dude.
7500 with Yankee. Number 2548 Tango Bakersfield approach.
All right.
30048 is south.
This is the Target Water. It's chroma keyed out. Which doesn't help anything.
SoCal approach, Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November at 3,000.
The lime.
Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November.
No, this is. I just bought this.
3003. Good evening.
Altimeter 3003, Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November.
Oh damn! It is. Oh yeah, no, it's March 2021.
Oh, I have 5,000.
Yeah. So this is.
Sierra, Los Angeles Center, Santa Maria altimeter 3007. Cessna 9081 Hotel, SoCal approach, the Palomar altimeter 3002.
Where's the oh, here it is.
3081 Hotel.
They come in a bunch of different flavors, but that is the jam right there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's that.
SoCal departure, Sky Actor and 7 Golf Charlie, climbing through.
So that is my favorite cocktail.
2,500.
Sky 217 Golf Charlie, SoCal approach, resume on navigation, cancel altitude restriction.
On navigation, cancel the restrictions.
Target water.
Golf Charlie.
Number 48 Tango, descend at your discretion.
And then here is the wine.
Descending my discretion, 48 Tango. Number 4 Lima Echo, you got 2 targets, one at your 1 o'clock and 5 miles, the other at your 10 o'clock and 7 miles, both traveling in your direction, converging 5,500, VFR type unknown.
I've got the traffic at 1 o'clock in both targets in sight. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
SoCal approach, Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November, request frequency change to grab the ATIS at Fullerton.
Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November, that's approved as requested. Revise when you're back on this frequency.
Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November.
And Charlie Foxtrot, Indian November, actually before you go, approach, one quick question.
Yeah, go ahead. Charlie
Foxtrot, Indian November, how are you navigating to Fullerton? Are you going to be on this end?
Yeah, you like that?
Or going in direct?
I love some RGB.
Following.
But yeah, here it is. Louis Jadot.
Hitting the Rose Bowl and then over El Monte.
Clear the Bravo, I presume.
Beaujolais. Beaujolais.
Yep, Charlie
Foxtrot, Indian November, thanks. Frequency change there approved, and just advise when you're back on this.
Yeah, Louis Jadot.
Roger.
Number 81 Hotel, how are you navigating the Bravo?
So that it's a pretty famous kind of budget. I mean, obviously budget winery, but the Beaujolais.
Number 81 Hotel, how are you going to be navigating the Bravo? How are you plan on navigating to John?
It comes from a region that's just outside. It's the neighboring region of Bordeaux. So if you look at the wine growing region in France, and you look at where Bordeaux is, Beaujolais is right next to it. So it has very similar terroir, but it doesn't have the same name cachet as Bordeaux does. It's very similar to Paso Robles and Napa. It doesn't have the same name, but it's just as good, if not better. And when you throw in the price, then it really becomes a no-brainer, because at $12 a bottle, to have a wine that, in a lot of ways is as good as some Bordeaux wines are, it's really, really good. Well, it's Beaujolais. It's like Bordeaux, like Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a varietal. It's the type. It's named after that region, but it's its own type of varietal. So it's not a very well-known varietal like a Cabernet or whatever, but it's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit fruitier, and it goes with everything. So, and at $12, if you're super fancy, or like not. You're super fancy. If you like nice wines and you don't mind spending more than $10, it's a great value. And best of all, it looks like yes, the grape is Gamay. Thank you. It's a Gamay grape. Yeah, thank you. Omega. That is That is true.
The Bravo.
That's exactly right. I did forget about that. But it looks and tastes way more expensive. So you bring this to a party, it looks like you brought a really expensive wine.
Turn left, heading 270, cleared for the Bravo.
Yes, Jamais grape.
Maintain 10,000.
But the type of wine is a Beaujolais. From what I was told, that it's like there are other wineries that have a Beaujolais. Yeah, it is sold in California. Yeah.
Just the 204 Lima Echo to get the traffic call.
We're looking out for that traffic negative contact Cessna 204 Lima Echo.
Go that traffic now, 3 o'clock, 2 miles should not be a factor. You get additional traffic at 10 o'clock and 3 miles northbound, climbing out of 4,000 VFR type is unknown.
I got that traffic in sights, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Thanks, number 7 Golf Charlie.
It should not be only available in California, no. It should be available on the East Coast too, Dave.
Number 7 Golf Charlie, contact approach 135.4.
SoCal approach 135.4, 7 Golf Charlie.
Number 727 Golf Charlie, may have a preference for landing runway 9 or 26?
So you would say, so the terminology would be similar to like, oh, you know, I'm going to open up a nice Bordeaux. You would say like, you know, the nice Beaujolais.
Number 727 Fox Charlie, okay.
So it's kind of counterintuitive from that respect, I guess. But yeah, thank you. That's a good call, Omega. Yeah, the Jamais.
Skyhawk 37 Golf Charlie.
And if you show up at a party and you say, I brought a bottle of Louis Jadot Beaujolais, it's a very
3 miles, same direction that Skyhawk at 3,500.
We're still looking for that traffic.
It's a
Roger the altimeter 3003.
it's a 2018 Jamais. You sound like super. It sounds like you know what you're talking about. We have done that a couple times, and it's pretty funny.
Number 204 Macro traffic, your 10 o'clock Charlie Mile, opposite direction on converging course.
What's up, Peter?
VFR type is unknown.
Happy Monday. Was that for?
I think 7 Golf Charlie has a traffic in sight for SoCal.
Number 7 Golf Charlie, thanks. Charlie Foxtrot in November, the previously reported traffic is 6 o'clock as you.
Yeah, Total Wine, Bevmo, Target has it. If your Target sells alcohol, $10 is a good price. It's usually for 12.
Then full name echo approach.
Approach 204 Echo. Was that traffic call for us? You were blocked on that last one.
Full name echo affirmative. Traffic 10 o'clock, 8 miles opposite direction, 5,500 VFR type unknown.
Looking out for that traffic for Lima Echo.
Before 8 Tango, contact the Bakersfield Tower, 18.1.
8 miles is a little bit.
Diamond Star 48 Tango, contact Bakersfield Tower, 118.1.
Target wine.
Over to Bakersfield Tower, 118.
Number 9 Sierra Bakersfield, altimeter 3004.
We are only interested in the target water. Well, I had no idea this was going to be like a full-on wine ponce stream. That's kind of fun.
Number 7 Fox Charlie Lima, maintain 5,000.
You know, if you're, who knows Captain Slow?
CBM 727 Fox Charlie Lima,
James May.
maintain 5,000.
If you are a James May fan, what the hell's the name of that show? Frick. I'm gonna blank on it. I haven't done this yet. This is a good, yeah, Top Gear, James May, yeah. This is the Discord link. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining. That's the Discord link. It's an amazing community. It's nonstop. It'll change your life. That's hyperbolic, but it might. I'll try to think of the name of that. I'll look it up later and post the link in the description or in the Discord.
Have a good night.
But it's James May. And it's all about wine.
Charlie Foxtrot.
Number 317 Golf Charlie, traffic.
God, I can't remember what the name of that. Like, I've watched it so many times. It's so good. It's a really friendly community. Yeah, I love it.
Use caution.
I love it. Thank you, CBG.
Maintain separation. Radar service terminated. Contact Bulletin Tower 119.1. Have a good night.
Forgot the traffic.
Julia.
Watch out for him. Contact.
What was the name of the James May
Number 7 Golf Charlie. Good night.
Good night.
wine show? And the guy he was with was Oz, right?
TVN 7 Foxtrot Lima, the airport at your just about...
Big Wine Adventure, yes.
3 miles. You have the airport in sight?
That I do, sir, 7 Foxtrot Lima.
TVM 727 Foxtrot Lima, fly to the numbers for runway 26 left.
There was the one in California.
Runway 26 left, 7 Foxtrot Lima.
That one's good. There was one in France. That one's good. And then there's one that they did like all over, and it was called it was in Britain. It was the drink of Britain or something.
Las Vegas Tower 19.9. Have a good night.
19.9er, 7 Foxtrot Lima.
I can't remember what it's called. It was like Britain's drink or something like that. Drink to Britain. Yes, thank you.
Sierra, Roger.
Thank you, Wiki.
You might lose me a little bit and become
Also,
a little
thank you,
scratchy at
Google.
altitude.
Not to be presumptuous,
if
but
you
maybe.
do and unable to climb in about 18 to 20 miles. Contact.
There's no shame in that.
118.8, but stay on this.
But yeah,
frequency for a long
yeah, Oz and James's Big Wine Adventure. I was close, right? I got there. I was.
Yeah, clouds are about that.
I was
about
pretty
that
close.
altitude. Thank you. Chester Flying Echo, safe flight conditions.
We are still clear and visibility more than 10.
Okay, thank you. And nothing below you, yes?
Nothing below me, affirmative. For Limago.
Thank you very much.
Live weather. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Yep, that was approach, yeah.
Number 9, Sierra.
Yeah, this is Santa Barbara.
The altitude readability, once it gets down to that area, is a concern. So only if you happen to lose me or it gets unreadable. That's why I gave you the anticipated frequency change. But you'll remain on this frequency and hopefully be able to hear me the whole way in.
Yeah, that's I don't want the time. Oh, that looks so good though. For me, it probably doesn't look like anything to you. Probably looks really crappy to you actually. But oh, that looks awesome. Holy crap, that looks so good. Oh my god, that looks so good. Damn, that's awesome. Oh, I love that. I friggin' love that. It just doesn't come off good on the stream though, I don't think. Like on OBS it looks okay, but on the actual stream it looks a little bit too dark. But that is live time. Oh. Pew. I mean, I'm all for it if the majority of you would rather have it at night. I'm all for it. But but yeah, it's that looks cool to me for sure. That's awesome. Yeah, the plan is that I'll be flying during the day. On the way out there, on the way back, we'll be flying at sunset and then landing at night. Looks pretty good, Dave? Looks good. Maybe we'll come back and land at Santa Barbara with it being nighttime. But yeah, the plan is to fly out during the day and then come back at night and then me and Q get night current and do 6 laps of the pattern, which will be fun. Juliet, you haven't done pattern work, have you? Well, didn't we do it one time? I thought we did it once where we did like a couple of laps. Yeah, we did. We did do a couple laps, I think. And you don't like it? Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, the weather is, it's fine. We're moving around, and it's quite all right. I would love to see the airport that you landed with Q in YouTube. Dave, it's really a bummer in the sim, but we can definitely check it out once we wrap this thing up. It's not really close. I mean, the surrounding terrain is, but the airport is not. Yeah.
Sirius 415 Bravo Juliet.
All right, Ricky, have a good night, man. Thank you very much for the subscription and for following and for being here.
Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 6620, hold for release.
Alright,
it's good to always just stay current if you can, Ryan, for sure. I mean, as night flying is super fun, so it's always nice to have an excuse to go up at night, but getting in those couple landings is always good.
Understood, thank you. Talk to you soon. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Look at how good this looks, though. My God.
Number 81 Hotel, the San Diego altimeter 3004, ATIS is Quebec.
300, look at ATIS Quebec.
Julie, is that you?
81 Hotel.
I think the possum in the ceiling is having a freaking dance party up in the ceiling.
ATIS information Alpha.
The raccoon. I think we've determined that it's a raccoon. That was so loud. I can try. Now's not a good time to do it, but yeah, we've determined that it's a raccoon. That was really loud.
Track 9081 Hotel, contact Lindbergh Town 118.3. Keep up the good work.
Is that Highway 1 on the left? I think it's actually the 101, but it.
18.3, 118.3 for Lindbergh Tower, and keep up the good work.
I think it goes into the 101 along the coast there. Like they kind of both connect.
18.3 for Lindbergh Tower, 81 Hotel. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the 101. It's like both. It's weird. Like this is the so here's Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara. So you go from the 1 down, Malibu up to Ventura, then it turns into the 101, and then it's kind of combined here, and then it goes 101, 1 kind of combo, and then splits off. 101 goes north, and then the 1 goes up to Vandenberg. The more you know. Yeah, it's very, very pretty coming through here. These mountains, you'll get a bunch of turbulence coming off these mountains. I got freaking rocked coming over these mountains. Oh my God, it was so bad. absolutely destroyed. But it's really pretty. What's up, Java? Yeah, so we have some converging cues here. So exclamation point Brad counts how many times I've said Brad. I've mentioned Brad, but it now also plays the audio. And I forgot that there was a Brad counter. But there's a Brad counter. So Brad's been mentioned 9 times.
Sorry, who was called? Las Vegas. Aircraft transmitting. It's very unreadable and kind of broken. Is that Southwest by any chance 1344 calling Vegas approach?
That looks cool.
And Las Vegas departure, Southwest 1344 through 1700 climbing via the boat shade. Southwest 1344, Las Vegas departure, now read you loud and clear. And radar contact, maintain flight level 190.
I love the California SNL sketch.
And, yeah, sorry about that. There's a lot of talk.
That's how they talk. That's how we actually talk.
1344, no
for sure. It's really funny.
4.65, please.
Oh, it's huge.
34.65.
Yeah, CBG, it's huge.
44, thanks.
Yeah, you take. Okay, here's how. If I wanted to get to LAX, the quickest way, and this is straight from memory, just thinking about how to get there. This is how I would actually say it. And it sounds, I am very aware at how ridiculous it sounds. I would take the 55 to the 22 to the 57 to the 91 to the 105 to the 110 to the 710 to the 105, get off at Sepulveda, or is it Imperial? I can't remember which one it is. Into LAX. So that's what, like, that's how we freaking talk. It's ridiculous. Everything is the. You don't say I or interstate in front of any freeway number at all. You will sound immediately like a foreigner or an out-of-stater. It's not I-5, it's the. Yeah, Bird Girl. So if you're going from Ontario to John Wayne, you're taking, it depends on where in Ontario you're at, but let's say you're going to go from the 10 to the 15 to the 91 to the 55 to the 50, 55 all the way down. That's how you would actually say it. It's all the. Yeah. It's very similar to New York. It's very, very similar to New York, how you would say, like, okay, where are you at? You're starting in the West Village, okay, so you're gonna get on man, it's been forever since I'm gonna butcher these. Hang on. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Again, who called?
Let's do
Santa Barbara departure 814 Delta Kilo at 2500, climbing via the SID to 3000.
Number 4 Delta Kilo, Santa Barbara departure, ready to contact, climbing.
Okay, so you're gonna be on.
Good evening, we'll climb at 814 Delta Kilo.
Brooklyn, Manhattan, Hudson Yards.
Delta departure 414 Foxtrot Tango
Franklin,
at
Hudson.
3000.
Okay, so you're gonna you're in the West Village, and you're gonna take the 1.
Turn left.
You're gonna get on at Hudson Street. You're gonna take the 1 to the 7.
Below 7,500 for now.
I'm gonna butcher this, but it's like the 1 to the 7 to the L, and then you're gonna take the 6 uptown, or you're gonna take the M to Brooklyn. But it's the same kind of thing. Like it's the M, the L, the 4, the 2. Same as the New York subway.
No, I thought that last call was for me. I just got a little confused in the radio. I heard a cut out. 814.
15 to 91 to the 110 to 105.
This is a
poll for
3007.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Tony's listening too. So Tony knows.
4 Lima Echo, Santa Maria, altimeter 3007.
3007 is 4 Lima Echo, thanks. Yeah, always the. Yeah, you don't want to say. You don't want to say I-5. You don't want to say I-4 or 5. That's Washington. That's Oregon. You don't want to do that. Vape Nation. Live acoustics. Vape Nation, dude. The Shane Company. From I-5 or I-405, take the Alderwood Mall Boulevard exit. Open weeknights till 8, Saturday and Sundays till 5.
Got the handoff here to the center, so 133.2. So contact 133.2 and I'll higher for you.
That's 133.2, 204 Lima Echo.
Number 204 Lima Echo, that's not for you.
Sorry. The 10 to the 15 to the 91. Heaven forbid you ever have to get on the 91 to the 55. You're going to want to cut through Sunset, take the right on La Cienega, then cut over Melrose to San Vicente, take Santa Monica Boulevard, and get on the 405. Stop at Yurth off Pico and cruise down to Lincoln. Once you've got to Marina del Rey, you're almost there. Yeah. Well, that's the LAX, like Orange County, where I'm at, Orange, Anaheim area to LAX, is like the classic. Here's how you get there. Like, here's the least trafficy way to get there. It's almost that exact same thing. It's, you know, you get on the 57, you go to the 91 to the 70 or 605, 605 to the 105 to the 110. It's ridiculous.
Roger,
how many hours with an instructor did you do before you felt comfortable soloing? Cultivator, I hate to say it, but I soloed at 5.7 hours.
SoCal Series 415 Bravo Juliet holding
at John Wayne.
Ready for
and I did my solo cross-country flight from John Wayne to Camarillo through the LAX Bravo twice at 12 hours.
0400 Zulu, time now 0352 Zulu. Change to advisory frequency approved.
We'll advise if we're not change frequency approved 5 Bravo Juliet.
I'm very proud of that, but I'm also very hesitant to say that. I mean, it's a testament to PilotEdge and how it can be used, but yeah, it's very unusually low.
.13, altimeter 3006, arriving and departing runway 29er. RF runway 29 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Golf. San Luis County Regional Airport, ATC information Golf. 0329er Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Ceiling 700 broken. Temperature 14. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3006. Arrive.
3006, okay. Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. We have information Golf at San Luis Obispo.
Number 4 Lima Echo, thanks.
I'd have to actually go back and look.
Number 4 Delta Kilo, say approach.
But I think it was it was a couple hundred hours on PilotEdge.
814 Delta Kilo looking for the localizer DMA.
I want to say it was like 300 hours, probably 200-300 hours. I want to say. I could be completely off.
6,000.
I'm not sure though. What's up, Dave? It's going great, man. How are you doing?
Back course Alpha approach to Santa Maria.
Clear for Santa Maria at or above 6,000, and clear for the localized DME back course at.
But yeah, I was comfortable as soon as I was ready to land the actual plane, which didn't take too long. That was it. I mean, the radios and the procedures, all that stuff, checklists. I had that all down from the sim. So. Yeah, it was just. I mean, I had a very particular method of using the simulator cultivator.
415 Bravo Juliet.
15 to 20 is about average. I think I just hit like the perfect storm of being able to do it quicker. It's not a race. It's a point of pride to be able to say I soloed that quickly at John Wayne, but it's not anything that you need to be like. And I hesitate telling anybody that because I don't want it to be like something to aim for, because it doesn't have to be.
Southwest 1344, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real environment. It's a real environment, so things get thrown at you. Every flight is different. Something happens different every single flight. So it's not really PilotEdge doing that on purpose. It's just the way flying is. That you can prepare all you want, and you're probably going to get something totally different.
Southwest 1344,
which is part of why it's so important to train in a variety of different scenarios, because it's just you never know what's going to happen, and you have to be prepared for anything and everything to happen. Head in the Cloud, what's up, man? Yeah, no. What sources did you use for procedure trainings?
Contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
25, 27.
CVM 414 Foxtrot Tango, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Okay, not for me. What sources did I use, Justin? So I used the real world materials. I treated PilotEdge as if it was real life.
CVM 414 Foxtrot Tango, SoCal approach, how do you hear me?
And I did everything as if it was real. I went through the checklists. I did a real world checklist. I did run-ups every time. I parked at the same location every time where the real plane was parked. Every single flight that I did on PilotEdge, almost 100% of the time was replicating flying the plane in real life, and I did not stray too far from that. I was at my airport and my taxiway, in the call sign, the registration was the same, everything I kept the same, and it doesn't, not everyone has.
Verify you have Gulf at St. Louis.
Is that for me? Yeah, we have information to Gulf 204 Lima Echo.
Thank you, sir.
So find something similar. It wasn't, looking back on it, it was helpful that it was my airport. I was flying out of John Wayne, and John Wayne is controlled by PilotEdge. But it was really just being in the mindset of, here's what I have to do every time before I taxi. And there was a repetition of having the same, taxi to midfield run up via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo, or 20 left via Hotel Alpha Charlie Kilo, whatever. There was like repetition in that, but it was really just practicing flying out of one location the whole time. There's a huge, there's a huge pull in the flight simulator to want to fly at a bunch of different airports and try different planes and do different things because you can. But as a student pilot, that's not how you're learning. You're not learning by going to a different airport every time. You're learning by doing the same thing and repeating the same procedure every time until it's ingrained in your brain, which is why we spend so much time in the pattern, doing the same pattern all the time until it's like muscle memory. So that's being disciplined in doing that is what really helped me solo so quickly, is because I was disciplined. I did not fly 737s out of LAX or San Francisco or Las Vegas or whatever. I stayed in my plane, I stayed at my airport, I stayed doing the same thing every time and mimicked flight training.
IFR training is wearing out.
Yeah, it's super fun doing pattern work. I love doing pattern work. And did you dive into PilotEdge knowing nothing about ATC comms, or did you use something else to practice first? I used liveatc.net as a podcast, and I listened to it for 3 to 4 hours a day, and would look up certain communication back and forths, and Google what certain things meant, and I would watch streams and I would ask questions. So if you have a question, cultivator, ask away. Like, why did you say that? Why did he say that? What are you listening for? Like, watching people fly on PilotEdge on Twitch is another thing that helped me, is learning proper technique. And I am, because my instructor was and is super anal with proper radio technique. So what I might say is like a super focused version of what might be appropriate to say. Like, I mean, there's not one way to say it, but if you have a question, ask. I would love to help walk through any part of what I'm saying, or what ATC is saying, at least as much as I know. But asking questions is key.
Destination ATIS is 120.
You're gonna constantly be learning, no matter how many hours you have or how long you've been doing. There's always something to learn. So just don't be afraid to ask questions, no matter how much you think you know. And that's something that I really have a lot of pride about the Discord, is that it's really it's a good friendly environment to ask those questions, like, what do I say in this situation, or hey, I was on PilotEdge and I had this conversation, what do you guys think? That's one of my favorite things about that interaction, that daily interaction, is that it's not just when I'm live, but it's throughout the day. So that's why I try to push joining the Discord, because of that interaction. Lucas, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for following. Why would Approach ask you how the clouds are looking just for their own info? Yeah, just for their own info. The way that these simulators are working right now, knowing what we're looking at is important. Santa Barbara Approach, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. We're going to start our VFR descent.
Roger. Walker 306.
GPU specifically, I have a 1066 gig.
125.27, Walker 306.
Yeah, I've got a 1060. It's the next thing to get an update. Hey, why don't we completely drop out of the sky? How about that? Okay, autopilot is coming off, apparently. Apparently the vertical speed mode does not work.
Walker 306, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
My goal is to still get my CFI from the flight program to see my solo. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm on live weather, so it's important to know it's important for the controllers to know that depending on what simulator we're on, what the weather looks like, and it's a pilot report like it would be in real life. There's differences and variations in the sim and how different weather are reporting, and especially with Microsoft right now being so all over the place with the way the weather's being depicted. Look at Oceano. There it is. Oh, I love that airport. I recreated my Discovery flight in VR afterwards. Was amazed how close it was to real life. Maybe we'll just practice that in PilotEdge until my next lesson. Thanks for the advice. Awesome, Cultivator. Yeah, and Cultivator, you're in the Discord, right? My mentality on it is it's all about discipline and not deviating from what you're trying to do in the real world, keeping it as real as possible, and that means kind of suffering a little bit through flying out of the same airport.
124.0.
Sorry, I was pulling ATIS. Can I grab that one more for 814 Delta Kilo?
Sure. Contact San Luis Tower. Disregard. Santa Maria Tower 118.3. Contact Santa Maria Tower 118.3. We'll talk to you soon.
18-3 for Santa Maria, 814 Delta Kilo.
Number 204 Lima Echo, radio service terminated. Squawk VFR. Contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
Squawking VFR, food changed, approved. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. IFR tonight or just VFR?
Just VFR.
Santa Maria Tower, 81 Delta Kilo on the VOR back or localizer back course A.
What's the in-op on the keyboard?
Right, 14 Delta Kilo.
Is there an in-op?
Santa Maria Tower, how does he approach Germany?
We're planning on going full stop, 814 Delta Kilo.
What's the in-op placard keyboard shortcut?
Runway 30, little end.
I don't know what you mean by that, Protomaker.
Roger, we're going to circle southeast. We can follow the full VFR DME that we
Yeah, we're on Microsoft, so we're just going to be VFR.
The problem is it's not runway specific, so I have to give you a circle to land instruction. The circle to land instruction is to remain southeast of the airport and enter straight in for runway 30.
Roger, we'll enter southeast and straight in for runway 30. 814 Delta Kilo.
Number 342 Lima Papa, leaving Bravo airspace, remain outside Bravo airspace. Contact Gillespie Tower 120.7.
Yeah, look at what simulator I'm in, Tony. I'm not going IFR, are you kidding me? To put your own placard? Yeah, I know. It's just the whole thing is in
to ground, Skyhawk 305.
That's so bad.
We are just west of the jet center at the hangars with information. Juliet ready to taxi.
305 Papa Whiskey, Oxnard ground, runway 25, taxi via Foxtrot.
I wouldn't even, it's just so bad. I would not be confident at all doing it.
It's a lot better.
Thank you.
Where's Skyhawk 342 Lima Papa 1,500 for a full stop?
342 Lima Papa Gillespie Tower, information November, Windcom, altimeter 3004, and our left downwind, runway 27 left, report midfield.
Enter left downwind, 27 left, report midfield, and you have November. Thank you. 342 Lima Papa.
San Luis Tower, good evening. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, information Gulf, 8 miles to the southeast, inbound touch and go departing to the south.
For 204 Lima Echo, San Luis Tower, make straight in, runway 29er, clear, touch and go.
Straight in 29er, clear, touch and go, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. Oh yeah, live acoustic. I freaking love bush flying in this. Oh, it's the best. It is the best. All right, let's get ready to land here. So the mixture, we're gonna leave that, we're below 3,000, so we're gonna put the mixture in right now. We got fuel, cutoff valve, mixtures in, lights are on.
Thank you.
Engine instruments are in the green. We have the runway is in sight, and we're gonna come in and try to land it just right on the numbers. Okay. And Oceano is 22.7. 22.7, okay. They only have a GPS approach in here. I think it's an RNAV. So I'm not going to put that in now. If it was an ILS, I'd be following the ILS for sure, but I'll put in the RNAV when I do it in the real world, because got a 375, Garmin 375, which is infinitely easier to use than this thing.
121 Papa Bravo,
Good
John Wayne,
Lord.
ground runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo, 121 Papa Bravo.
Walker 169, Las Vegas clearance clear to the John Wayne Airport via flight heading 190. Victor 538, that's file. Maintain 7,000, expect flight level 28, 010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 1...
Okay, speed checks, we're going to get in the first notch of flaps in there. This is such a fun airport. It's such a cool area too. I love it.
On departure, flight heading 190, radar vector is Victor 538, then as filed.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely use them VFR. Yeah, practice approach. You can ask for a practice approach, which is probably the best way to do it.
Walker 169, Victor.
Yeah, for sure. Head in the clouds, because it works way more. It works way better, dude. The G1000 is such trash.
$500.
Oh man, I didn't.
Runway 29.
I completely boned this.
Gillespie Tower, Skyhawk 342 Lima Papa is midfield runway.
I totally ruined the speed on that.
342 Lima Papa.
I mean, we have tons of runway. I don't need to go around, but I'm gonna
7 laps to November to Lima Papa.
I'm gonna redo that. That is so bad. Oh. What? I thought they were supposed to fix the sensitive elevator. That felt terrible. I'm gonna try to redeem that one. That felt so weird. San Luis Tower, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. We'd like to remain in the pattern for 1 lap, please.
204 Lima Echo, make left traffic.
Left traffic, 29er, 4 Lima Echo. Yeah, but it's just I let it get too fast for sure. I mean, that's been my complaint with X-Plane and this is that the planes really do not, like, I am full power right now at 5-degree nose up, doing a power on stall. So the climb out power is not realistic at all, and it doesn't have any drag coming in, so you can go full flaps, full power idle, and it just does not want to slow down. But there's ways to do it to make it work, and I just was not disciplined enough to do it.
Sorry about that. 120.55. I thought it was
okay. Yeah, and I haven't touched the controls at all.
It's a fairly regular practice in the real world when executing an approach for practice.
Roger, didn't think it was speed for practice. Got it. A1 for Delta.
San Luis Tower, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, midfield left downwind 29er.
4 Lima Echo, runway 29er, cleared for the option.
Cleared option 29er, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
John Wayne Tower, Twin Cessna 121 Papa Bravo is ready for takeoff, runway 20 right at Kilo.
121 Papa Bravo, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 20 right, 121 Papa Bravo.
Back top lift. Black top
Santa
lift.
Maria ground, Baron 6801 Kilo is.
Like you have to keep the nose up way more aggressively than you really would have
01
to.
Kilo, Santa Maria ground taken, your aircraft
Like
type?
you can't have the nose down
We are a Baron
at all.
G58 flat Golf.
6801 Kilo, roger. And you said your destination Santa Barbara?
Yeah, short hop.
Roger, number 6801 Kilo, departure frequency 120.55, squawk 7411.
Keep your nose up.
Keeping it up, Java. Thanks, dude.
Frequency 120.55, squawk 7411.
Yeah, dude, it looks
Kilo.
fantastic.
01 Kilo, read back correct.
Okay, we're gonna get configured there and keep the nose up. Here we go.
161 Juliet Whiskey, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Palm Springs.
This is a great airport to fly
161
to.
Juliet Ski, Hawthorne ground.
This is my long cross country lunch stop, and it was so much fun.
Beach as filed. Maintain 3000, expect 1000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128 point, correction 134.
Alright, so now this is much better speed wise on the numbers.
Okay, cleared to Palm Springs.
It's
left on
so
departure
sensitive on the
210.
elevator.
Vector Seal Beach then is filed 3000 up to 5010, 134.9, and
Look at how I'm like
3672
barely moving
for
that.
161 Juliet Whiskey.
1 Juliet Whiskey, just verify 1000 in 10 minutes.
Yes, 1000 in 1
Hello.
minutes. Thank you for 1 Juliet Whiskey.
1 Juliet Whiskey, read back correct.
Santa Maria Tower, Cessna Skyhawk 1945, 7 miles for north, inbound for landing towards south.
November 1945, Santa Maria Tower, enter right downwind, runway 30, report midfield.
Enter right downwind, report midfield, runway 30.
That was better, Dave. Thank you.
Number 204, Lima Echo, same attention.
We're going to be departing to the south to Oceano, so early frequency change would be good if we can get it. 204 Lima Echo.
Proceed on course, frequency change approved. See you later.
Proceeding on course, frequency change approved. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. See ya.
See ya. For 121 Papa Bravo, connect SoCal departure.
Peter, we're doing fantastic. There's a little valley here. It's the 101 follows through this valley, and this is great. When you depart San Luis Obispo, all you got to do is follow this freeway, and it's the best for setting you up to enter the pattern into Oceano. It's super easy to spot. The terrain is obviously cut down if you fly through this valley, and you can just be at 1,000 feet. Just kind of keep it at 1,000, and that keeps you basically at pattern altitude for Oceano and makes the pattern entry into Oceano much easier. So this is how I've done it before, entering in there, and it worked pretty well. Yeah, dude, the sensitivity on the elevator, holy crap, that's crazy. What's up, Pizza? Happy Monday, man. Thanks for joining. Awesome Twitch name. It's pretty rad. Is that a view you would have in real life, that high up in the cockpit? Yeah. I mean, I'm 6'5", so I sit pretty high in the cockpit. So yeah, I'm looking out. I'm looking out pretty much like this. Yeah. So Nightbot does not like that. Right when I hit this this bay right here, there was a pod of whales breaching. It was crazy. Yeah, it's so much. It's like this view sucks. Like I like looking over the glare shield. Yeah. Yeah, I'm out of John Wayne. And this was... well, this is a flight that I'll be doing hopefully this weekend, but pretty quickly. Pretty soon. Yeah, I'd be sticking my head out the top of it. Fingers crossed, Tyler. That'll be sweet, man. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. 5 miles to the north over the pier, inbound. Full stop, Oceano. Simple SG, welcome aboard. Thank you for following. Not really. I'll do some like charter flight stuff, but not really any airliner flying. I try to keep it within my experience in real life, which is pretty much limited to charter flying on a few occasions. So that's about, I'm either recreating a flight I have done, briefing a flight that I'm going to do, with some stuff in between. Actually, I think this is the pier right here. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, approaching the pier from the north, Oceano. Angry Private Ryan, happy Monday. It goes fantastically. How are you, man? Yeah, the weather is crazy. Yeah, the weather is not good. I fly PA-28, Cessna 172S, and BE-36, Bonanza A-36. Those are the 3 planes that I have any time in. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, 2 miles from the north, crossing over midfield, entering a right downwind. Oceano. Don't even know what the runway is. Left downwind for runway 29er, Oceano. No, it's not a G1000, but it has a Garmin GI 275 and GTN 375. So it's pretty dialed in for being a steam gauge, with partial glass in the 275. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, crossing over midfield, 1,000 feet, entering left downwind 29er, Oceano. What's up, Sim Caesar? Happy Monday, dude. This approach and pattern into this airport in real life is freaking awesome. Going right over the dunes here, Pismo Beach. It's so beautiful. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, entering a left downwind runway 29er, Oceano. Okay, get the first notch of flaps in there. There's the airport. I do, Peter, yeah. And as soon as we land here, I will show you the real life approach to this airport. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, turning left base, runway 29, Oceano. This is a pretty short runway too, so for my long cross country, I mean, this was a short field landing that I did, which was really fun. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, turning final, runway 29er, full stop, Oceano. Oh, Ryan, thanks, man. That is my favorite video that I've made yet, and I am super glad that you enjoyed it. It was a fun flight to do, and it was super fun to put that video together. So it's really cool that, well, one, it's cool that anybody would watch it, and even cooler that you enjoyed it. This is not doing this airport justice at all. And the pitch sensitivity is crazy. So in real life, oh, it's so pitch sensitive. I had it stopped by the first taxiway. Could I get it? Could I get it here? Yep. So I was pretty hard on the brakes there, but that is about the performance that I got in the real world. God, the pitch sensitivity is freaking crazy, dude. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, cleared runway 29er. Yeah, it's super fun to have an airport with a cafe on it. Oh, is that a drone, or is that somebody that is joining us? Probably is a drone. The settings, like the elevator settings, control. I haven't even touched this at all. Is that under general, or is it should be under controls, right? Controls. Oh, sensitivity. Yeah, here we go. That is for the wrong thing. We want to go to this guy, sensitivity. So does it show? Oh yeah, here we go. Sensitivity is at 50, so we can move that down to like, I mean, it was at minus 50. Yeah, it's both at minus 50. That looks a little bit dramatic. All right, I'll look at that. I have not messed with that at all. So I'll show you that same approach in real life. Here you go.
With this new active park assist, all you do is hold down a single button.
Hold down a single button.
All right, hey everybody, we're back for the second half of the solo long cross-country flight. We're at San Luis Obispo, and a quick flight to Oceano, which is right on the a little bit more of a perpendicular 45. I mean, it's going to be more of a 45. That looks good. And pattern altitude is 1,000, so I'm not too far from that right now.
Yeah, this was my long cross country.
Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is 1,200 descending to 1,000 over the pier inbound. We're going to cross over midfield, enter a left downwind 29er Oceano. Oh, look at the dunes. That's so cool. And this frequency sounds very quiet, so we don't have anybody to fight with to get in here.
So I'm still a student pilot, mind you, for this part.
Okay. And it's a 2,300 foot runway, so it is shorter than your average. But we're right on a 45 to cross. And there's pattern altitude, So that is good. Don't see or hear anyone.
It can be done though, Peter.
Oh, we've got some whales off the coast, so that's cool. Looking for traffic, and I see some blowholes. Some breaching whales. That's ridiculous. There's a bunch of them out there. Pay attention.
Pay attention. I haven't actually seen this in a while. This is cool.
Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 1000, split the cross midfield, entering a left downwind for 29 Oceano. Okay, we got 29 already bugged from San Luis Obispo.
No, you want to be at pattern altitude. You don't want to be descending into pattern altitude.
Man, those dunes are pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, because if somebody's in the pattern and you're descending down, they won't be able to see you, you won't be able to see them. So you want to be at pattern altitude
Traffic, Skyhawk,
at least a mile or two from the airport.
All right.
10,000.
The numbers, technically.
Yeah.
And we'll square this off into a nice downwind.
Yeah, for both. For both. You don't want to assume that the controllers are, Yeah. Yeah, that was just a typo. Hell, if it was $1,000, we'd all be private pilots.
Oceano traffic, Skyhawk turning left base 29 Oceano. Okay, good. There's the road that kind of parallels it. Keep an eye on that. Okay.
Yeah, the dunes are really
Oceano
nice.
traffic, Skyhawk is turning final 29 Oceano. Oh my God, look at this airport.
Okay, student pilot, so I haven't seen this in a long time.
That's so cool. Whoa.
Yeah, you want to be at pattern altitude
not very long.
within a couple miles.
But if we do a nice short field like we've been practicing, shouldn't be a problem.
And I still didn't land it.
Ooh, another good one.
Super at the numbers.
Nice. What the f***, Brad? Oceano traffic.
Oh my God, I love airplanes. I love Brad.
29 Oceano.
It depends, Peter. I was supposed to fly twice last week.
That felt like another good one.
But yeah, it just depends. I kind of go into spurts. But yeah, I try to go once a week, once every other week, if I can. Yeah, so it's a matter of hours, Slugbug, before you got the center line. I didn't even
once
really
we're out of Oceano here, which
check how I was at the center with the center line.
Do a nice short field like we've been practicing. Shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, another.
Yeah, so that was on center line. I've been pretty good with my center line. It's as much hours as it is technique. If you have the right technique and you're doing it,
so we can put in some flaps and
practicing it.
I mean, it's obviously well within our performance.
Brad was excellent with my short or my center line technique, and we dialed it in, and it's almost I had like a
Mixtures in.
12 knot quartering right crosswind going into Santa Paula 2 weeks ago and just nailed the center line. So it's pretty dialed in.
It's full power, everything's in the green.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is still in the green. Airspeed is alive.
The type of wing shouldn't really matter.
And
it's,
we are
you know,
up.
each plane flies a little bit differently, but it's really just being
nice
disciplined
climb going here out to
and
the
focusing
coast.
on the correct technique with it.
Keep the climb coming.
I'll show you here the wind that we had into Santa Paula, and it really shouldn't matter.
Still looking good.
Really, what kind of wind you have. But look at this departure over the beach.
Oceano traffic, Skyhawk turning left.
Freaking crazy.
Oceano. Okay. Our airspeed is good. We've got a nice climb going here. And there's just a bunch of freaking whales out here. That's crazy. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is left downwind for a 29er. Eastbound departure, Oceano.
Yeah, and this was I wish I had the 360 camera for this, because like this would look. I mean, and I will the next time we go in there.
Bunch of guys with ATVs and stuff on the dunes.
But God, it's so
cool.
pretty. It's so pretty.
Really cool. All right, so Santa Maria is close by. So
I don't remember, Dave. I mean, it was something like
as we can as we get out of
40, 50, somewhere in there. I think it was 40, closer to 40, in the 40s.
Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is climbing through 1,200.
Yeah, most of my flights are cross country right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Since we're talking about centerline, let's actually we can check this out. This is the part that the simulator is actually really good with. So let's go. I'm gonna fast forward this all the way to. That's the wrong video. Okay, so here, coming down. Very strong winds. So I'm coming down, and this is where you start setting up for your center line, is back here. If you're off center line right here, it's going to be a lot harder to maintain center line on touchdown if you're not already setting up for it back here. You got to know what your winds are. You can know that textually. You know, and I mean, like, you know, what the winds are. So what's I don't even know what the runway is here. It's 29 at Oceano. I don't know what it is. Let's just say it's 29 here. It's probably not too far off, but let's say that this is runway 29. So right now winds are like 320 at 12. So I know that the winds are here at 12. So I've got a right quartering headwind. And the technique for that is you want to bank into the wind with your ailerons and use your rudder to keep your nose pointed down the runway. So right now I'm right rudder, left aileron, and I'm just holding into that wind. And whenever I get blown over, I go more right aileron and keep the left rudder in, keep the nose going down the runway. So here we're at. You can see me correcting to the left, or sorry, to the right. like you can see my hand here, and you can see that it's moving from neutral, which you can barely just see my hand, to up. That's my corrections, is to the right. And you can see that happening right here. So there's a little right. There's right. I'm just kind of pushing it to the right. I'm keeping it pushed to the right, and I'm using the rudder, which you can't really see, to keep the nose pointed down the runway. There's some power lines on final. So now I'm full idle. Now I'm dropping it in. Now look at the windsock. I don't know if you can see that right there, but the windsock is fully straightened out, and we've got this like almost 45-degree quartering headwind right now. So it's wanting to push me over to the left-hand side of the runway. What's up, Rick? Happy Monday. And now you can see me just kind of working on it, and I'm a little tiny bit to the left of center there, but mostly on center line. And that's with, if I look right here, where can I see the windsock? Yeah, you can see right there. So I'm coming in, and I'm right over the center line, and I'm just, I've got the mains in between and the center line. I'm about 6 inches off center line, and now I've corrected on the roll on center line for whales. So that's the technique for it. It's you get the ailerons going in the direction of the wind. So let's back out of here. Let's go sensitivity, and I'm gonna go -65 on both of these. Let's just try that. Okay, so let's get out of here. Apply and save. And we're going to go into weather, and I'm going to add wind layer. Let's do clear skies. Okay, so add wind layer. Let's do let's do 12 knots. That's the same. That's what we had in Santa Paula, 12 knots. And the wind is going to be I don't think this is like in the wrong direction. So the wind is going to the northeast. It's coming from 220. So do I have that right? Am I looking at that right? 29er 220. Yeah, I think they have that backwards. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, I think they have this backwards. No, I think no, they don't. Never mind. So 290. So let's do 330. So that's 40 degrees. 335. There we go. So that's 45 degrees right there. So 12 knots, 45 degrees at Santa Paula. Let's see if I can replicate this. And who was it that had, Tyler, was it you? Who was having trouble with center line? Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, crossing runway 11. Taxi back, 29er, close traffic, Oceano.
Entered runway 11, 2,300 feet remaining.
Yeah, there's no... I think he was joking that the 360 camera looked like a replay. Looked like Microsoft Flight Sim. So you're going to ailerons into the wind and rudder away from the wind, essentially. And the rudder is going to be what is going to set you up down the runway. So you're going to line the nose up with the runway, and you're going to use your ailerons to correct left and right. Oh, nice, Remix. It's beautiful, man. Whether you're jumping out of an airplane or landing in it, it's a beautiful, beautiful spot. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, departing 29er, left close traffic, Oceano. So we're gonna do a quick little pattern here and see if this will work as a demonstration. Yeah, Slugbug, yeah, so to keep the turn coordinated is you give a little bit of rudder going into the... Oh man, that's like really sensitive. Wow. So you always want to keep the ball inside the little lines. So does negative, the higher the negative number, does that mean that it's more sensitive or less sensitive? I feel like this is way worse. But yeah, so when you're turning into a turn, you can see that the ball wants to come to the outside of the turn a little bit. So in order to keep the nose, the turn coordinated, you just give it a little bit of left rudder. A little bit of left rudder, and you can feel the nose kind of come into the turn, and that that's keeping your turn coordinated, basically. That's a really quick, simplistic way to put it, but generally speaking, when you're making a turn, you just give it a little tiny bit of rudder in the same direction as the turn. So you're turning to the right, you give it a little bit of right rudder, then it just allows the nose to kind of come around the turn a little bit. Super windy. All right, so we're about at a little bit over pattern altitude, which is fine. And I'll hopefully this is helpful for anybody. I don't know. I'm not a CFI, so this is coming strictly from a private pilot level person trying to explain it, but I'll pull out here so you can see the ailerons. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk turning final 29er, full stop, Oceano. I'm looking at that road. So the wind is pushing me to the left. The wind is pushing me to the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to have right aileron and left rudder. Because if I just have right aileron, the nose is going to want to go to the right. So in order to keep the plane
short final runway 29
coming down center line, you can see it's kind of wanting to drift to the left there because of the wind. So I've got a little bit of right aileron in there and a little bit of left rudder, and you just hold that down. You can feel it a lot more in the real plane than you can in the sim, but keep a little bit of left rudder in there, and that'll keep the nose going down the runway. And even with the 12 knot crosswind, with a little bit of right aileron, you can stay even on, you know, the upwind side. Let's stay a little bit on the right side, so we know that like at the last little bit we're gonna get kicked over. Oh my god, that's so sensitive. Elevator's crazy sensitive. So you can follow and just kind of hold that down and fine tune as you go. And if the wind kicks up a little bit, you're gonna need to turn, you know, have a little bit more right aileron. If the wind lets up and it starts to feel like you're coming a little bit too far to the right, you can let out the aileron, and you just kind of are constantly making those adjustments. And that's why you want to start that when you're further out, you know, on a mile, 2 mile final, whatever it may be, you know, maybe mile final, until you get the hang of it. You know, then you might be able to cut it in a little bit tighter and fine tune that kind of as you're intercepting final from a short approach and follow it in there. So that was a good explanation. Ailerons control drift left and right of centerline, yes, and the rudder controls aligning the wheels straight with the direction of the plane to prevent side loads. Yeah, airplane pilot simming, that's very well put. Yeah, so they're not to make things more confusing, but with like a slip, when you're coming down on a slip, you know, there's a way to do that and then kick the nose, you know, kick the rudders out, so you're coming in with the nose not aligned and then lining up at the last second. But for center line control, yes, you want to make sure that the fuselage of the plane is pointed down the runway, and you're using the aileron to go side to side. And the reason I make that distinction is because you can still adjust center line when you're in a slip coming down at a steeper angle, but it's just done a little bit differently, and more with elevator and aileron, because you're probably going to be in a full rudder control input, so you don't have the rudder to play with the direction of the plane. You're working with more just the aileron, elevator, because the rudder pedals in a slip are more or less just in the full pin, full right rudder situation. So that's a little bit more of an advanced thing, but when you're talking about just trying to maintain center line on a normal, you know, normal landing, normal descent situation, yeah, the rudder is controlling where the nose is, and the ailerons are controlling left and right. So you can move left and right through center line and kind of, you know, weave in and out using that technique. And that's actually a technique that some CFIs will use to help maintain centerline control, is, you know, hover at 10 feet above the runway and just kind of go back and forth and just use, you know, find a really long runway and go left and right. KC-10, we just flew crab all the way down and took it out right before flare. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can have that slip all the way down and then straighten it out. But that's a little bit different. You're maintaining center line without the use of the rudder, whereas in a normal landing with, you know, a normal descent, you're going to want to keep the plane, you know, facing down the runway. But ultimately, when you're rolling out, when you've touched down, is when you want, you know, the wheels to be facing down, because yeah, you do not want to side load, but it's just easier when you have the plane facing down the runway. It's a little bit easy. Bacon Lagan, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I bet that thing is just crazy coming down. That's super fun. Cool. Well, that was really fun to go over, you guys. Thank you for the questions. Again, that's one of the best parts about the Discord. So if you do have Discord, I would love for you to give it a shot, because I think you guys would learn a lot just by asking questions. There's a lot of people that are way smarter than me. You know, we have CFIs, CFIIs that are in there constantly. So no question will go unanswered in that Discord. So thank you guys again for that are in it for being as active as you are. It's super cool, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you guys very much for following tonight. And again, this is the Discord link. If you are new, great community. Let's see who see if we've had any people join tonight. We have. Look at that. Thank you. This is just today. This is just who's joined today. Tippy, Zordy, Cessna Driver, Cliff Delta 623, Chadwick, Omag, Kaz, Lucas Glorge, and Easton. Thank you guys so much for joining the Discord. We are, man, it's over 1,000, almost 1,100 people, I think, in the Discord right now. So thank you guys for giving it a shot. And thank you for everybody that joined today. Thank you for everyone that followed the stream today and subscribed and all that stuff. Thank you. I usually stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Probably won't stream tomorrow, but we'll be back on Thursday, and hopefully I'll have some new flying adventures to share with you very soon. Well, I do have one more video. We've done another formation flight this past week, so I'll be working on editing that, and then another flight out here in the real world that we'll be doing, and we'll have something to share. I don't know how much footage we'll actually get because it's a pretty long flight, and there's not much to say in a long flight like that, but we'll at least tell the tales of the flight and have some footage. So